On this edition of Maury County Now, get all the latest details about the Midstate Classic. Find out how the fire marshal keeps you safe. Adam Southern tells some secrets on downtown Columbia. And finally, learn about one of downtown's latest additions, Oak and Lace. All this and more on this edition of Maury County Now. Hello and welcome to Maury County Now, Columbia and Maury County's magazine news show covering Maury County. The last Midstate Classic was such a home run that the city of Columbia is stepping up to the plate again. We spoke to Bratton Borden with Parks and Recreation and Chris Kohlmeyer, head softball coach for Belmont University, about how this event helps get our community on base.
Hi, I'm Brian Borden with Columbia Parks and Recreation Department, and today we're here to talk to you about the upcoming Midstate Classic on March the 8th, 2016 at Ridley Park between the University of Tennessee and Belmont University. This is our second event that we've done for the Midstate Classic. The first year we did it was in 2014. We had MTSU and the University of Tennessee come to town and play a softball game. We had over 3,000 people come out and attend the event. It was a great event. 2 years later, people are still talking about it. So this year we were able to get Belmont University out of Nashville, who are in the Ohio Valley Conference, and the University of Tennessee Lady Vols to come back and play here on March the 8th at 6 p.m. out at Ridley Park.
Hi, I'm Chris Kohlmeyer. I'm the head softball coach at Belmont University, and we're very excited to be down in Columbia in March to play in the Midstate Classic against the University of Tennessee. Anytime you can play a SEC team, especially one in state that has the magnitude and the national presence as the University of Tennessee does, and the job that Ralph and Karen Weekly do with their program, it just enhances our program. Kids love to play those teams, love to compete against them, and especially love to beat them, but they want to play those type of games. And so when we have those on our schedule and we know we're going to play those games on our schedule in the future, it only helps bring in recruits and helps bring in interest and fans and all that to our program.
This benefits our city because it draws attention to our city. It brings people in from all over the Midstate, North Alabama, Southern Kentucky, Southern Georgia, Northern Mississippi, to come in and see our complex and to see a great softball game between a national power. How often do people get a national power like the University of Tennessee to come to their town and play a game against somebody? So we see this as an opportunity to continue to grow our city, to grow our park system, and to bring another economic engine to bring tourists to our community. You can find out more about the event by going to our website, www.columbiatn.com.
Throughout the year, the Fire Marshal's Office routinely makes inspections to keep you safe. Maury County Now spoke with Billy Ring, Assistant Fire Marshal with the Columbia Fire Department, on how they keep the heat off the streets.
Hi, I'm Billy Ring, Assistant Fire Marshal for Columbia, Tennessee. Today I'd like to talk to you about what the Fire Marshal's Office does, along with our stations, going out doing inspections for the City of Columbia. Every year we go around to schools, daycares, nursing homes, assisted living, hotels, and the hospital and do inspections. Along with these guys here at Station 2, we go out and make sure all the businesses are safe, and the property owners make sure their places are going to be up to codes for the City of Columbia. We pull these codes out of the 2012 International Fire Code book. Some of the things we look for are fire extinguishers and your sprinkler systems. These are required to be inspected yearly. On a fire extinguisher, we look at the gauge to make sure it is in the green, and we also make sure that there is a tag along with the fire extinguisher. There's also tags on your sprinkler system, and we also look at the paperwork where your sprinkler system has been inspected. The Fire Marshal's Office checks its exit signs and emergency lights by pressing the test button located on the side or bottom to make sure they are working properly. They should light up when the test button is pushed. This is basically testing the battery backup on the light. We also make sure that there is no exit obstruction and that the required exit are easy to open. If panic hardware is installed on the door, it has to be in working order. We look for extension cords that is used for permanent wiring or surge protectors with extension cords plugged into them. Extension cords are to be used only for temporary use. Heaters and microwaves and refrigerators need to be plugged directly into a wall outlet instead of a surge protector or an extension cord. These are just some of the violations that we find while we're out doing inspections. If you have a violation, you have 30 days to have it corrected, and we'll come back and re-inspect. If you have any questions about a code, you can contact the Fire Marshal's office at 931-560-1740.
We'll be back with more Maury County Now after this. And now, back to more Maury County Now.
Every town has its secrets, and Columbia is no exception. Get ready to uncover some facts on this edition of Historic Maury County.
Hello, I'm Adam Southern, and this is another edition of Historic Maury County. Now, I spent all of October walking the sidewalks of historic downtown Columbia, and I just want to take this segment to remind everybody how great our downtown is. So if you haven't been downtown in a while, I wish you would go downtown, take a look at what's going on at night, because we have restaurants that are open, we have venues that are open. It's amazing the crowds of people that come downtown at night. And there's a lot of history to look at while you're in downtown Columbia. Whiskey Alley, for example, just right next to Venue 10. Whiskey Alley gets its name because during election days, it's where the politicians would hide out and give people a little bit of whiskey for their votes. Then just behind the State Bank building, there's 3 slave cabins that are still standing in historic downtown Columbia. A lot of people don't know those are there. So that's one of the hidden gems of Maury County. And you walk a little bit further down that street, one of the lawyer's offices was built as a stable. You would never think it unless you look at the front of it, and you can see 3 indentions in the front of that building. And those indentions were once open, and that's where they would take the horse and buggy in and out. So a lawyer's office was once a stable. But there are a lot of hidden things in downtown Columbia, but you gotta know where to look. If you go and stand on the corner of High Street and 7th, there's a green bench right in front of the Presbyterian Church. Look behind that bench and you'll see just a slab. Well, that slab is the front porch step of a house that used to stand there. That house was once a Polk home. James K. Polk's sister and her family had this house built, and even though they tore it down in the early 1900s to build the Presbyterian Church, they left that front porch step because it was an original Polk home. So a lot of hidden gems, and I hope you'll go downtown and look for all these things and just go experience downtown Columbia. And don't forget to come visit the library in downtown Columbia, here on 8th Street. Thank you.
Downtown Columbia businesses are on the rise, and unique storefronts such as Oak and Lace are a great way to keep things local. We spoke with Casey Bryant, owner of Oak and Lace, to give you the detail on custom retail.
Hi, I'm Casey Bryant, and I'm the owner of Oak and Lace. We are a unique boutique that has been open since March of this year. And we are unique in that we carry many types of items. We have 24 local vendors with us right now that either hand make, jewelry, wreaths. We have handmade furniture. We have women's clothing. So just about anything for anyone you can find here. We support a lot of local people, so we're constantly looking for new artists. We used to be on Trotwood Avenue, and so we've most recently moved to downtown to the historic district, and we are now located at 802 South Main Street. And we have been here since September 18th. I've done so many different jobs, and I tend to get really bored really fast. So I'm not good at just doing one thing at a time. And so I got to the point where I was like, okay, I want to be really creative still, but I'm working at a vet and I'm doing skincare, and I just felt like I was too far all over the place. So I just decided, why not give it a shot? I'm going to open a store. I'm going to have lots of different things to do. I'll be able to, curate the clothing lines. And our other vendors, we have some newest vendors, like Copperhead Creek Carpentry, and they just joined us, and he actually builds the furniture himself. And then we have other vendors that, find antiques and vintage pieces of furniture. And then we have so many awesome jewelry vendors. We have, I think, 5 right now, and they all are totally different from each other. And so any style of jewelry, we have it, and it's all locally handmade, so you can feel really good about the pieces that you're buying from us. But we have tons of home decor as well. So wreaths, signs, anything that you want, we probably have it, and it's locally done, so you can feel really good about spending your money in town. Holiday open house, we're really excited about it. We are going to have that on Saturday, November 14th. It's going to be from 10 to 6. So we're going to be serving hot cocoa and lots of yummy little treats, Christmas treats, things like that. But all of our vendors are going to be bringing in a lot of new inventory, lots of gifts. They can either follow us on Instagram at Oak and Lace TN, or they can like our Facebook page and follow that. That's just Facebook and /Oak and Lace on that as well. Or you can just come in the store. Store hours, Tuesday through Friday, are 10 to 5:30, and Saturday we're open from 10 to 4, unless there's an event. And our phone number is 931-548-8137, or you can email us at oakandlace@gmail.com.
To find out more information about any of the stories you've seen on this edition of Maury County Now, check out our website at maurycountynow.com and look in the show notes for more details. Maury County Now is produced by Columbia TNTV. From all the cast and crew at Maury County Now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.